Hi, it's me, Pandy, from Pandyman Entertainment. And today, I want to discuss something really easy with you. Now, we've spoken about trench offensive, we've spoken about threat level. Now, we will speak about other people's games for some reason. No, I really like playing other people's games. I think for a game designer and developer, it's really good to see what other people are doing and play them and have fun. There's no point playing a game if you're not going to have fun because it's not a game. That's a simulation. And then like farming sim, I play farming sim on computer. It's very nice, very nice. Um, but even that, is a game. It rewards you for doing certain things. Oh, you're not all AI. No. Anyway, um, existential crisis again. So yeah, but honestly, what we need to do and what I think we need to think about long term is other people's games as well. So, especially if you're a bustling, up and coming game designer and you want to really experience the world, I definitely recommend playing other people's games. It's great fun and you get to meet loads of cool people. So the two people that I'm going to mention today, I'm going to show pictures of their bagged stuff because I haven't built it yet, and I might add it later, or follow me on Instagram and you'll find out. Um, I might even paint it. um, yeah. So I've got Mammoth miniatures now. Mammoth miniatures, they're a really cool. I'm going to put a link in the description so you can go look them up. Mammoth miniatures have some brilliant hand sculpted miniatures, sci-fi fantasy. Um, they are incredible. The guy's wonderful as well. The people that run it are brilliant. So yeah, no, I wanted to give them a massive shout out. It's one of those things that not just the games, but the miniatures are brilliant. So I'll show you a picture of the miniature. Please hold. Okay, but I probably won't add it there. I'll probably do that later. It's fun to do. Anyway, so yeah, we've got that. So yeah, no, definitely recommend looking them up. They have some brilliant stuff, and it's really sort of funky, sort of old style. I bought a really cool miniature, so and it wasn't that expensive. It was quite nice, really nice. I will be buying. This isn't mine. Well, it is mine. It's top, but I don't own it. Well, I do. You know what I mean. You know what you're talking about. Anyway, but I buy all my own miniatures. I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm a game designer. You should give me stuff free. I'm not that guy. Just putting it out there. No, not that guy. Okay. Not doing this for exposure. I'm not doing this for money. Definitely not doing this for money. And they haven't asked me to do this video either. This is a purely because I love the miniature. It's beautifully cast and it's beautifully made. Highly recommend them. Okay. We're going to go over to the next person that I really like as well, that I bought some stuff recently. And that is the wonderful Barn from Void Scarred Miniatures. Now, I bought a miniature from them the other day, in my time, not in your time. Very different time periods because I am a few weeks ago. La 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 la. So, what we're going to do is we're going to look at it as a picture probably later on because I can add them on later. So, that'll be the second picture. Now, realistically, I really like it. Okay, I think, it's a bit more money I spent on the other one. I kind of regret that because I've got money in my pocket. But, or I do at the time. But what I would say is that he does 3 rules. So they're online. It's a living rule set. So that basically means that it's being updated regularly. And not that like it's not a book. You can't buy a book of it, but you can print them off and just keep revising. They do some brilliant miniatures as well. He's a real artisan when it comes to game design, and I must admit the miniatures are cool as well. I've played his game at like a little show day. He does quite a lot of show days, usually in Nottingham and in UK. And it's really good fun. It's one of those games that's just really great fun. So I highly recommend that. I'll put, once again, link in the description. Please go pay attention to them. They're wonderful people. The next one is RPG. I know I usually do tabletop war games. Why would I be talking about RPGs? Now I've spoken about him actually on my other channel, which I'm going to get rid of because too many channels. That's what I'm saying. Too many channels all the time. Sorry, I'll stop doing that voice. I don't know why I keep doing it. I should do a different voice. You're very nice. You're very nice. Bye. So yeah, that was Star Wars, not Borat. Nah. Your Jedi tricks do not work on me. Anyway. Anyway. So, I have gone insane. Where was I going? Oh yes, Sea Light Studios. Now they make RPGs, and I have mentioned it before. I've played 2 of their games. It's one of those things that you don't need a lot. You need paper, pen, dice, 2d6. Everyone's got 2d6, especially if you play my games. So, it's one of those things you can do as a little one shot. Maybe do it as a date night. Me and my wife, we do them. My wife, we do them. Just like we'll play a game of them when we're at home, when we're having a date tonight. If we sent the kid to bed, and yeah, it's one of those things. You just sit there and go, well, works for us. And I must admit, I only found out about the Kickstarter that ended on the 28th of Feb. He had mentioned it to me as well. This is the worst thing. The guy had mentioned it to me. He was going to do Kickstarter, and I didn't pay attention, clearly. So I'm really sorry. I didn't back it. But I will be. If I haven't already, of course. I'll be going the late pledge. Once again, that link will be in the description. I don't know if it'll still be active when this comes out, but if it is, go for it. That's what I say. Go for it. It's one of those things. I think supporting other people is really key. So there is one other person I could probably talk about. Well, there's hundreds of people I could talk about. But one other I will talk about is Nervosa. Now, Nervosa, once again, I've spoken to them on my other channel. I'm going to get rid of that at some point. But Nervosa, they do fandabadozy miniatures. Okay, they brilliant. They all have this really cool viral theme. The miniature rules are brilliant. Worked on by an absolute pro, Ethan, who I've actually had the delight of working with Ethan. So I'm one, I've hired him as a game dev, but 2, I've also worked with him at a previous company that I worked for that we won't mention. It's one of those things that I think when you've worked with someone, you get a really good flavour for them, and that his game is brilliant. He's a real. I'm not saying the others aren't pros. They are all pros. They're brilliant games, brilliant miniatures. But I do think Ethan, as I worked with him, he's definitely worth it. So definitely another one for the link. Please go give them some love. If not me, I'd like love too. By love, I mean lots of money. No, I'm joking. Yeah, you don't have to give me money. It is nice and it warmly appreciated, but not necessary. Yeah, so in the meantime, I think we should keep the peace and we'll see each other soon.